Good morning, everybody. This is Steve from the Worley Bugger. It is July 27th, 2022. Give you your weekly river report for the Yakima River trout fishing. As you can see, the river is plumb full of water. And running at summer flow. So the last several days we have been experiencing some extreme heat here in central Washington, well over the triple digit number. Today is expected to be about 104 and continue on into the weekend with even higher temps expected. The one thing that these warm days do is pushes a lot of people to the river, of course, to cool down, which can be a life-threatening situation for a lot of folks. So you got to really use good judgment, common sense. There's lots and lots of water in the river. Be very careful. Lots of people will be floating the river. Make sure that you are well prepared with a device that is river ready and capable of extreme flows. I mean, even though we are experiencing this high heat, the water is still cold. Aaron Larson earlier in the week on Tuesday took a water temperature in Clay Elm 49 degrees. So the water coming out of the reservoirs, out of the bottom, is very cold, and it's moving so quickly that it doesn't really warm up until it gets, well into the lower canyon. So cold water and lots of it. And lots of debris in the river, so got to be extremely careful this time of year and use common sense. It's very extreme fishing, especially during the heat of the day. So if you are planning on fishing the river, you're gonna find much better fishing early on, or later in the day once it starts to cool down and the river starts to develop once the river starts to develop a lot of shade spots, the fishing will improve. One thing about the Yakima River that kind of separates it from a lot of other rivers in the Pacific Northwest is this extreme amount of cold water moving through creates a lot of oxygen. The dissolved oxygen content, as we measure it from year to year to year with our good friend Dave Duval. I'm sure you've seen it before, or you can go back and look at it from past years, how we do it. The dissolved oxygen content will be off the charts. Lots and lots of cold water moving quickly creates lots of oxygen for fish. So, not really a hardship on the fish at all. Although, when you are fishing in warmer temperatures, of course, don't try to play the fish to extreme exhaustion. Try to get it in as quickly as possible and then release it appropriately. Keep it in your net until it's revived. If it's head facing upstream, And that oxygen and that water moving quickly over its gills, it'll be able to regain its strength and swim off. So those are kind of some of the key things, you know, for fishing, you know, through the summer months. And we're going to experience this. I mean, it's the 27th of July, so the warmest month of the year is quickly approaching with August. I'm sure we're probably going to see another heat wave or two. So just good things to keep in mind. It pushes a lot of terrestrials to the bank, so you can see, like I've showed you before, the past couple of weeks, with the heat and all of the rain that we had this spring, the grass has grown super thick. So that tends to house a lot of terrestrials. The grasshoppers, once it starts getting hot, will push to the edges of the river. And it's kind of a unique time of the year when really it's so warm we don't see a lot of aquatic insects hatching. So it's just too warm. So other types of fly fishing kind of come into play. Hopper dropper scenarios, you know, work great along banks, in riffles, drop-offs. It's kind of a fun time of the year. It's really becomes kind of more of a searching river, learning how to read water, where you think trout are holding, as opposed to seeing fish rise and actually eating bugs off of the surface. So you really learn quickly, you know, and learn. Yeah, I think you learn about, you know, where fish hold at certain times of the year and why they're there. A lot of people have been heading into the tributaries to fish too, but now those are getting super low. And with this heat, again, remind you, you know, that the trout that you do catch, you know, make sure that they are fully revived, not played to exhaustion, no matter what size they are. So if you have any questions, give us a call at the Fly Shop, Proshop. Be happy to help you out. Till then, everybody enjoy their hump day and stay cool.